I am on time. Don't tell me I'm not on time. I'm on time. I am on time. Getting something out here. Wow, 31 people here already, huh? Well, you get here before I do. Did y'all make reservations? Let me write something down here. I got to put a number down here, don't I? Usually I have this done ahead of time because Mrs. Buzz told me what the numbers were the last couple weeks. And I forgot to ask her this time. So, hello, everybody. The buzz alarm has gone on, huh? You just wanted to say hello, Midwest old man. I have to get up early. Well, thank you for being here, and we'll see you later. Get to bed. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Stuart. BRG time. Let the show begin. Grab your drinks and snacks and find a seat. That's right. Hello, KDZ. Welcome to the jungle, Carl. Julie Joyce, how are you? Retired 2019. How you doing? No 280 zone. It's too early. But that was a good guess. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Jay Jones, the greatest show on YouTube. I doubt that. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. Wow. I mean, just talented people out there. Hey, Sue Bishop. 58 too early for that. Nope, it's my birthday this week and I will be that many. Oh, you'll be 58, huh? That's cool. I wonder if your birthday is tomorrow. I just wonder. I hope everyone had a great week. Bobby Mosier, it was a quick week for us. And the good news is we're getting out of this winter doldrums. Dave Gass, how you doing? Long Island, Ed. Live chat reminder. Jeez, Noreen, what would I do without you? What would I do without you? Live chat. Okay, I got it on there. Sherry M, how you doing? Your weekender. How are you? Match Point QS, born to retire. Southern Illinois. Captain Billy. Saw that monthly. You know what I learned? You still got your X. I do. I'm looking at my lights on my garage right now. Hey, if it was up to me, I'd run them all. I'd run them all year round. But I think the neighbors don't care for that. Hey, Theo. Live chat and Eric. Thank you for being here. Bill Green. Ed Olin. Oh yeah, Ed. Okay, Kathy N from Kansas. How is Kansas today? Hey, Jerry B. I don't think I missed anybody. Brian, how you feeling, Brian? Brian, how you feeling? I hope you're getting better. Mike M.M., Wisconsin. Last time I was in Wisconsin, where did I go? I went to, what's that name that starts with an L? The city. Where was I? I flew into, starts with an L. Let me know. Arlene, how you doing? Sherry M. Bill, order Big Chunk's book on chapter 4. Big Chunk's book on chapter 4. Big Chunk's book. What is that? I'm a little slow today. Snow all melted in Philly. You know, ours melted, Rich, and then all of a sudden we got another like dusting. But I wanted to take my lights down. But the roof, the garage roof, and the house roof, the snow was gone. But then, was it last night? I think it was last night. I woke up this morning. There was a dusting, so I couldn't go up on the garage. I mean, I could go up on the garage and then slide right down. So I decided I better not do that. Alton Bun, how you doing? Barbie Doll. Birthday is tomorrow, 66. Good. Groundhog Day. That's right. Well, happy birthday to you. Da-da-da-da. Do I remind you of a groundhog? Finally got a break in the weather. Yeah, we did, Joseph. We did. And I'm glad because that last couple of weeks has just been like I've had no, how do I want to say it? No compulsion to do anything extra. It was just kind of like, the gray skies, the cold. It's just a constant cold too. I mean, the guys are out there ice fishing, and girls, they're out there ice fishing, so you know that it's cold on Lake Erie. It usually doesn't freeze over long, but those guys have been out there. I think they were in East Harbor today fishing, as a matter of fact, which surprises me. But they must have still some good ice out there. Plain Fun 42, how are you? Somebody's called the city on those Christmas lights. Yeah, somebody should. Summer is coming back up to the 80s. Oh man, 280 zone. That's nice. But again, I'm working on a project, so I want to get this done before the weather changes because then I want to be outside, and I think I'll time it out pretty good. I think Groundhog's Day, born in 1959. Big Chucks, yeah, yeah. Katie reminded me that at 11 o'clock yesterday, and most of you don't know about this because you're not from the Cleveland area. And I've talked about this before, but one of the guys that we grew up with in the 70s passed away. I think he was 90. He passed away, I think, on the 19th. And the local station where he worked had an hour-long commercial-free thing last night at 11 o'clock where they played a bunch of his skits. And it's on the Roku channel. Um, if you look up Big Chuck and Little John, or Houlihan and Big Chuck on Roku, there's a channel. It'll have it on there, and you'll be able to watch that if you want. If you don't know who they are, it'd be worth checking out, and it should be on the Roku channel. But that was good. It was on at 11 o'clock last night, and the picture that I used for this live was Drew Carey, who came from Cleveland, and and Chuck's on the right, and Little John is on the left. So, and yeah, so that was just one picture that they had. They had one with Tim Conway, because Tim Conway was also a Clevelander, and then Ernie Anderson, got him to head out to California with him, and that's when he started McHale's Navy. So a lot of people from Cleveland. Stewart and Flip Flops 803 here on Groundhog Day. Oh, that's right. You're different country. Triple B from Longwood. Bob Buckley, how you doing? What's the middle name then? It must be another B, huh? Mexican cornbread for dinner with cake with strawberry filling. Ooh, that sounds good. Jude's 121, Tennessee. Speaking of Tennessee, I'm missing somebody. Our retired journey. There was Sherry and what was his name? Jeez, I forget names so easily now. But they haven't posted anything since on their YouTube channel. They were moving to Tennessee, and they haven't posted anything since November. And I hit them up on their channel, and they have not responded. And somebody else did too, and they didn't respond. So I hope everything's all right with them. If you guys know, anybody knows our retired journey, let me know what's going on with them. Minnesota girl, how are you? Laura Pete, Northeast Wisconsin, no snow. Kansas is warmer, going up to 62. Okay, good. 60 in North Carolina. Boy, you guys are all getting the good weather. That's good. Well, better weather, I should say, right? Cindy, Indiana. Hey, Steve, if you go on the roof, you can test your Medicare. That's right. I was just watching Steve's retirement corner, and he was talking about, how you could, long story short, how you could pay others to do some things. You don't need to be going up and cleaning the gutters. So he pays somebody to clean his gutters, and I'm not there yet. And he's younger than I am. So Steve, if you're watching, you're a young man. What are you talking about? I wouldn't go 2 stories, but 1 story, that fall's not bad. We had snow on the ground for 3 weeks in South. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. LOL, Big Chuck, a book and Cleveland cops on the way. Hey, Vish, how you doing? Love your Primo Deli shirt. Best Italian sub around. Julie Joyce. Primo's is good. I haven't been there in a while. Um, we started going, and somebody mentioned it on one of the comments on that video. It was Diamond Deli. Now you got to look up Diamond Deli in Akron. There's a couple other ones, and so if you search, make sure you look up Diamond Deli in Akron because they name their sandwiches. I can't even begin to describe it, but they name their sandwiches with such funny names. You have to look that up. Diamond Deli in Akron, and they are good. My boss always used to get them when we had customers coming in or we had some kind of doing. He would go to Diamond Deli and pick up the sandwiches, and they were always good. All the customers and quality people that we had in, and different people that we had in, they all loved the sandwiches. Uh, are your hats actually Georgia Tech? Yes, it's actually Georgia Tech. And I bought this, I mentioned it before. I bought this from the Atlanta airport. And I just saw it was a Buzz hat. And, how you're at the airport and you're there early and you're just, looking around at stuff. And I saw the Buzz hat and I thought, well, that's cool. That's my nickname. So I grabbed it and it's got the Georgia Tech emblem on the back here. It's just got a GT. Thumbs up. Yeah, that'd be nice. Lee Reynolds, how you doing? Pirate Wench, Fort Lauderdale 75. Boy, I don't know. Are you rubbing it in there? Hey, Kyle, CFP. I haven't had a CFP on here. I don't think we've ever had one, have we, guys? have we had an actual certified financial planner on our live? This could be a first. Kyle, you could be a first. So yeah, check out Kyle. He actually I told him he actually looks like another guy that it could be his brother almost. They almost look identical. Another guy that's a certified financial planner in Minnesota. Tim Conway on Carol Burnett, Cheapo Airlines was so funny. Hey, you're a weekender. What about the elephant story with Tim Conway, Carol Burnett, and who was the other guy? I don't remember who the guy was. And then they had the girl. They had that other lady. Who was the other lady? But when he did the elephant story, that was the greatest. I should put a link to that one. Theo, Tim Conway was one of your favorites. I used to watch that McHale's Navy. That was kind of, it was like sort of like a Gilligan's Island kind of thing, kind of corny, but they had some good actors, really good actors, and I don't see it much anymore. It's probably on YouTube maybe, but on regular TV or whatever, I don't see it as much anymore. But I used to watch that all the time, black and white, if I remember. I'm here, you Skyline Chili and Coney dogs for supper. Well, Mike, that's good. Planted some onions. Yeah, Dana, I didn't get to spend a lot of time on it, but I saw your video. If you guys get a chance, check out Dana's garden retreat. I think you titled it Fake Spring or Fox Spring or something like that. And I saw your bulbs in your hand. I didn't get to see the whole video though, because I actually cooked myself tonight. So, I'm getting in habit now on Saturday nights. It seems like I buy the chicken or we thaw it out and then we're cooking it on Saturday because we're trying to cut down the grocery bill. So we're eating more chicken again. And I actually had the chicken thighs, Captain Billy. I said the word thighs. So I know you just looked up at your computer. But they're chicken thighs, Captain Billy. And put them in the oven for 30 minutes at 450. Put my stuff on them and some barbecue sauce. And boy, those were so good. Got them up to 180, about 180 on the temperature. Super, super good. I'm going to even get more when I leave here, but at least I'm not hungry now. So sometimes when we do these lives, I'm like, man, I can't wait to go and eat, this time. And last week too, I think I ate before. 25 for a high, no name. And where's that at? It's going to be sunny here in Central Florida on my birthday tomorrow. Well, good for you. I see on YouTube where they're selling I follow a couple places where they're selling mobile homes down there. Um, and I can't believe the lot rents. They're about as high as up here too. They're talking $800 to $1,000 for lot rent. Yeah, you can get the mobile home cheap. 3-bedroom, 2-bath mobile homes aren't too expensive, but mobile homes, Florida, lot rents, I don't know. Because, you got to think about in retirement, you got to think about, do you move south? Do you move maybe not as far south, maybe the North Carolina, Tennessee area? Do you stay in Cleveland or Minnesota or any of the northern states? Hey, Helen, how you doing? Real men stay put. Yeah, well, you won't say that in 15, 20 years. Hey, there's Minnesota. Yep, old radio dude. Yeah, old radio dude sent me some articles. I might even do a video on it, but I mean, you guys know about the high cost of insurance and how it's getting worse and worse. And I thought Ross was going to be on here, but I wanted to ask Ross, who's the State Farm agent. He got me that calendar right back there. See that? And I just wonder with the fires in California how that's going to affect, and the hurricanes that we've had, how that's going to affect all of us, not just people in those general areas, which are of course things are going to rise, their costs are going to rise. But what about the rest of us? Are we going to have issues? So I wanted to talk to the experts. I still clean my gutters too, unless my son told me. I need to go to Donut Land, best donuts out there. I haven't been out there in a long time. Not Donut Land anyway. Fall's not bad till you hit the ground. That's right. Diamond Deli, eat there when I worked at the hospital nearby. Yeah, okay. They're called gutter covers. Yeah, I already have them, Captain Billy. I have them on mine. But I think what I was referring to was getting up there out with the Christmas lights, And my pitch is not, I don't have a crazy pitch. My pitch is only, I don't know what they call it, a 10, 12, or so. I don't even know what they call it. You roofers out there, you would probably know. Have you ever eaten Mike sells potato chips? It sounds familiar, but I don't recall. I just don't recall. I just get the cheapest ones. I get the ones that are on sale. What is it? Oots or Uts or something like that. They seem to be prevalent in my area, and they're not bad. When you do your monthly budget, what do you put your heating under? My heat is gas, so natural gas, and the stove are gas, and the dryer. So those are um, three things controlled by natural gas. So I don't spell it out, obviously not by just heat, but just by natural gas per se. But I wouldn't suppose the dryer would use that much. It's probably mostly the furnace that's using the natural gas. Water heater too. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to find out the percentage between the 3 or 4 things that I have running on natural gas. That'd be kind of interesting to find out. And my log lighter. I haven't had a fire in the fireplace this year yet, but I have a log lighter there. And so it was Mrs. Buzz's idea to put that in when we put the addition on in 1996. Put a log lighter in there so we wouldn't have to, try the kindling and all this other crap. So that worked out pretty good. Hey, did you ever tell us how you got the name Buzz? Nope, not yet. But it's not an electrician. I need an electrician, as a matter of fact. I got a situation with knob and tube. It's ugly. Hey, there you are, middle-aged grind. How you doing? Personal finance, pretty cool. Trey Prentice. Hey, Trey. Sorry about your Broncos. Q Silver. Hey, Buzz. Stopping by from Westerville, north of Columbus. Okay. Vicki Lawrence, that's who it was. Yeah, and Harvey Korman, right? It was the elephant story with the midgets. uh, the two elephants that were. I don't know. You'll have to look that one up. I don't want to give it away. You're watching Carol Burnett on Tubi. Okay. Yeah, the elephant bit. The link to Kyle's channel. I'm sure you can do all my financial planning, Captain Billy. Just give you the money. That's right. There was the Dennis Swan. Yeah, I remember that one too. Scott from South Carolina. How you doing? Yeah, Vicki Lawrence. Michigan. Okay, no name. 47 days till spring. I can't wait. No rents and condo HOAs are ridiculous. Or lot rents and condo HOAs are ridiculous in Florida. Yeah. Carol Burnett show. Carol Burnett show is actually on. It's on tomorrow night, I think. Because on Sunday nights it's kind of cool TV for me, the old guy, because they have two Dick Van. I think they got a Carol Burnett, and then they have a couple Dick Van Dykes. Then they have the Honeymooners at midnight. I know most of you are sleeping, but I love watching Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners. That was just a different style of TV. No frills. I mean, just I love that. And then after that's the Twilight Zone, and then I have to go to bed. But Alfred Hitchcock's on for an hour, and I just can't make it through that. But these had some good ones too. What do you put on the chicken thighs in addition to the barbecue sauce? I have different rubs that I buy from Sam's Club. One's called a. It's got Coca-Cola supposedly, and another one has peach. And I also use Lowry seasoning salt. A little bit of Lowry's. It goes a long way. And then I use the other two. So I'll do 3. So I had 2 trays of chicken. So I did one with the bourbon peach is what they call it. And I did one with the Coke. Now I ate one of each for dinner tonight. And I didn't really taste the difference. So I don't even know. But my taste buds are pretty well shot. So filed 2020. Oh, you already filed your taxes? I think I'm waiting for something. Did E-Trade give me my stuff yet? Or Fidelity? Principal. I can't remember who. Somebody was missing, I think. But I got to look at it and make an appointment. George. Yeah, I haven't seen you on a live, George, in a while. I'm in Colorado, but plan to head south to Tennessee. Oh, home? Okay. Tuesday and already refund is in the bank. Wow, cool. Florida isn't a cheap place to retire anymore. Oh, really? All right, middle-aged grind. Ross is here. Yeah, Ross, we were just talking about. Oh, I better catch up here. Oh, I know I'm not allowed to say that. That's right. Captain Billy admonished me for saying I have to catch up. Too much repetitive speak for him. I thought with repetition, but I guess it didn't work. 127 watching, 130 watching. California, Florida. Our exposure with State Farm is limited. Shouldn't have major effects nationwide. Okay. All right. That's good to know because old radio dude sent me a couple articles from, one was a Federal Bulletin, I think, and one was from the Minnesota paper where they were talking about the increases that, aren't going to stop. They're going to keep coming. And, that's just what it's going to do is it's going to force, especially elderly people who have paid off their house. Like you schooled me, Ross, when you pay off your house and you don't have a mortgage, you can cancel your insurance, 9 times out of 10. So, once you get people into that position, hopefully they have a lot of money where they can rebuild, but chances are they're not going to have enough money laying around to rebuild. And, that's going to put them in a financial issue without having that homeowner's insurance, or they're going to have to move out of Florida or California and find somewhere like Ohio that doesn't have any of these issues. Now we have a tornado occasionally, but Stay away from the river. Don't build near the river. And Ohio's pretty good. G-Man Mac 123, how you doing? Homeowner insurance is getting tough. First time they are now requiring me to cut down all my trees 50 yards from the cabin or they won't. They actually come out to your cabin, Theo? That's crazy. You had a donut land in your hometown. Sour cream donuts. Boy, I don't know if I've ever tried one of those. Does your wife watch your YouTube channel? Mine doesn't. Hey, Bodine52. Yeah, I play them for her because um no, what we were doing through the summer was I would upload it and then I would play it just to make sure like I didn't have something stupid on me or I didn't say something dumb and I didn't even think about it, or we just kind of look at it and then I've never had to redo one. But we kind of just check it out as we upload it, so only maybe a few people will see it, and if it's really really sucks or something, or I did something stupid, I can delete it pretty quick and just remake it. But I've never had to do that, fortunately. So, and she does watch them. Yeah, not now she won't watch the lives because they go an hour and she's not going to watch them, but and I don't rewatch them either. I'll answer the comments on them, but normally I won't rewatch the lives. Yeah, we need thumbs up and we need because I took the commercials out. This is like our third or fourth week, no commercials. So and now I add the commercials after the live, but for you 135 people, you don't have to suffer through the commercials. When you were young and good looking, what did you used to do Saturdays at 7? I'm not sure the statute of limitations have expired yet, so I'm not going to say anything. Tim Conway was great at improvising. Yep, keep moving. Hey, how you doing? We are doing well here. 10 months to retirement, no name. Cool. Need to get rid of the knob and tube and get a new electrical source for those circuits, and you'll be. Well, here's the thing, Mike. Check this out. So they have it's knob and tube. The house is 1963. Okay. Now knob and tube went out kind of in the 50s, I think, maybe the 40s or 50s. But the electrician put knob and tube, but he also used a ground wire. Except I have one line that's behind the shower. So I'm doing a shower remodel. The walls are all open. I see two lines coming down going in the basement, and there's no ground. Although I can look up in the attic because I opened the ceiling up and I can see ground wires going right past. The lights and the switch inside the bathroom are grounded. The wires, the two that are ungrounded, go behind the tub, basically, into the floor, into the basement, connected to a hang light, a pull chain light, and over to my aeration tank, which means it's underground. The wiring goes underground. So I'm supposed to have a motor that aerates like a septic tank, except it's an aeration tank. It's not a sewer. And it's supposed to spin and it's not grounded. So I got to figure out the best way to do this. I just want to kind of cut all that. And I called an electrician and he said he won't do it because, like you said, you have to rewire the whole thing, at least that circuit. He won't touch it by code. So, but I got to figure something out with that. That's kind of been a holdup for a little bit. Do I run Romex from the box down in the basement up through, and then I don't know. I just got to figure it out. But why didn't they drop a ground into that area? That's what I don't understand. What are you talking about? An extra $5 in 1963? It just doesn't make sense to me. Dependable Electric. I think I should call them. Used to watch Hee Haw. Dependable Electric. Okay. You know they still make new TV shows. No, I didn't know that. I have the same bureau by my front door as on the honeymooners. Really? Everything in the top drawer, yeah. Uh, Love Hee Haw. I never watched Hee Haw that much. You got your refund too, Noreen. Ice cream, yeah. Usually, Cindy, we just get what's on sale. And usually like the Ruggles or the Briars. When they run a sale, we'll grab a half gallon. Otherwise, in the summertime, you cannot beat those Johnny Pops from Costco, the watermelon flavor. Ah, those are the best. They're absolutely the best, and probably better for you than straight ice cream, right? But yeah, whatever's on sale. I don't like Pierre's. I just never had. I was never a fan of Pierre's, and then I saw some at Giant Eagle. I saw this tub of it. I don't even remember the name of it, and I had to look twice. No, actually, I looked three times because this little half gallon. It was a round container. Was $27. And I had to look. I had like, you got to be kidding! No, this isn't right. And I looked, and it was some kind of fancy ice cream, $27. And I said, "Wow, that's crazy. That's just nuts." Florida homeowners and flooded. It's a Ponzi scheme. Go as slow as you want. We'll wait. Do most file taxes by TurboTax, or I do TurboTax for many years. Um, I did Tax Act for my daughters 1 year and my in-laws. I think it was cheaper than TurboTax. Just keeps going up in price. This year, I'm thinking of CPA. I've talked to him already. I have not contacted him since our initial, but he wants $500. So I'm not sure if I really want to spend 500, but I think I spent 200 using TurboTax, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 190, and that's filing everything. But now that I'm self-employed and I have the deductions for Schedule C, which I've never done before, I kind of wanted somebody to lead me by the nose. And but $500 is a big chunk of change too. And I don't know if that's normal. You guys that use uh, you and he's not really he's accredited. He's got not there's an accreditation you can get so he can teach it, and so he's pretty good, and he's been doing it for a while. But is 500 a pretty good price or not? I don't know. Inflation needs to get under control. Yep. Now winter is not one of them. That's right, Joseph. Used Excel 1040 for taxes this year. Okay. Let's see. Uh, hey, Cartoon Mark, how you doing? Just sold your house of 20 years, a happy renter closer to work. Oh, you're a water department employee. Okay. If you guys get a chance, check out Cartoon Mark. He just had a birthday too. What was it, 58? Oh, was it 55 or 58? I can't remember the number. But happy birthday to you too. There's a few of you out there got February birthdays. Mrs. Buzz is February 4th, and my daughter is today, and my aunt is today. So a lot of February birthdays. You rarely eat ice cream. When I wanted, I go to Baskin Robbins. Jamocha almond fudge. Mrs. Buzz would like that. What's yeah, Pelosi ice cream. She had that big, like what, $10,000 refrigerator freezer, or two of them. I think she had or something. I remember that. Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia, but they only sell that in a small container, right? And it's expensive too. I kind of stay away from them. I'm just cheap. Yeah, Brian, you when you see an old person, that is funny because that just happened to me. I saw a picture of somebody, and I'll tell you what, I would have never recognized him. I said, "That's an old man," and I graduated with him. Uh, Kemp's put out ice cream. I never heard of Kemp's. You're waiting for 1099Rs to arrive. Pension annuity payments. Deloitte? Okay. Free Tax USA. Yeah, some of you can do that. I think if I was just on Social Security, I could probably get away with using Free Tax USA. We have inherited gems. If it ain't broke, fix it. We have an inherited farm income. So you have to do a CPA, and it is around 500. Okay. My lawyer is a CPA and charges 400 in CT. Okay. So, $400 or $500 is probably not out of the question. He used to work at the IRS, has a degree in finance. We'll do it for free, but I pay. Oh, that's good. Well, thank you, Cartoon Mark. Thank you, Rich. We now use CPA in Connecticut. Got a bit more. Oops. They charge $250. Huh. You had 3 daughters that are February. Wow. Ben & Jerry's is good. Aldi sells half gallons for $2.89. What's their brand? Just Aldi's brand? I am watching the Honeymooners. Mint. I like regular chocolate chip, and I hardly ever see it anymore. All you see is mint. Buckeye Jen, 500. He charges you 200. I might have to look around. I don't know. Pay the CPA and stay out of jail. That's right. Use TurboTax, Teresa free because I didn't use them last year. Only catch is you have to use the mobile app and file by February 18th. Huh. Yeah, but with being self-employed, because now I have all these deductions I have to make. Normally, I don't have to do that, but I think this year I have to do that, for all my expenses related to self-employment. So I don't know if it's going to help. But even like the gift cards, I can, he told me I can, I get a deduction for that. How much I don't know, because I think we'd spend over $1,100 or $1,200 in 2024 in a short period of time on gift cards. So thank you, Mary. Sunday shop. Well, thank you, Katie. February 6th, she's turning 13. Yeah, I saw them, Ross, in your one video. I think they were, what did they have? A wagon? What they have? They were walking down the driveway or something with some, I can't remember what they had. That's when you had your video about when it was snowing in Louisiana there. I think you had the snow on the ground. You should need a CPA with all, yeah. And what's worse is, and I'm going to do a video about this eventually once I calm down, but the ACA is what's killing me, because I think if I don't do something, I'm going to pay an extra $4,000, which I think they cap it, but I could pay an extra $4,000 for my government health care. So now you have to claim my gift card, win on my tax. You can. Middle-aged grind, $1,300 gets you a ticket straight to heaven if you make it out alive. As a federal contractor, file your taxes by end of February. Feels like a shutdown on March 14th. I don't know. We'll see. I did catch up. What's for dinner? Chicken thighs, Dan. I already made them myself, and I already ate them myself. Mrs. Buzz said they were really good too. So take a home office deduction, garage deduction, all that stuff. Yeah, Kathy. I'd rather pay the 500, figure out what I'm doing, or let them figure out what I'm doing, and then maybe I can copy that next year or something. At least pay it the 1 year and just make sure that everything's copacetic. Could Schedule C for your income on you. Right. I have to do a Schedule C or something. Right. Yeah, you have to, Ross, you would, middle-aged grind, you would have to definitely use a CPA for your business, because you got all kinds of stuff going on with your State Farm business. Do a business retirement for the deduction. Yeah, you're Scott. You're a CPA, right? Or you're an accountant or something. Why don't you tell me what to do? Why don't you just come to Cleveland and do it for me? Yeah, use the yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Noreen. I would try that. But we'll see. Just take our time. Yeah, copy it for future years. That's what I was thinking about doing. Whose thighs are you buying? That Costco? No, Sam's Club. Captain Billy's a CPA, huh? Yeah, but the initial CPA are not certified public accountant. There's something a little different. Your husband does his own taxes and has a side job, does it all by himself. We don't get nothing back, but it's free. Oh, that's good. The feds want you to pay taxes every time money changes hands. It started out as the only income originally, the money grabbers. Um, my worst does a captain sound like a CPA? But again, what's the letters mean? I'm a CPA, but work in healthcare. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Well, okay. I was going to say the biggest mistake I made so far, and you people that have channels, because I was on the ACA, I try to defer my income into 2025. So I let Google hold it from June through December. And so I think that was like 11 grand. And so I got a check in January for 11 grand and some change. And I've talked to different people now because I only got a 1099-R for $5,000. So I thought, well, I'll just claim that. And they're all telling me that I have to claim all the money for 2024, whether I got a 1099 or not. Um, and I'll say this out loud, even if there's IRS agents listening, because I will claim it all. I don't want to go to jail. And how would they know? Someone might ask without asking. How would they know? Because when I got the $11,000 check, it went into my bank, and anything over 10,000, they have to report. Who they report to, I don't know. You bankers out there could tell me. But I might have an issue there where if I only reported the 5,000, which is what I got a 1099 for. So, um, they could say, well, where'd you get this 11,000 from? And they try to figure it out. So I'm going to be up on the up and up and not try to screw around. I don't need that kind of headache next year, or what they can look back, 7 years or something. I don't want that headache. So we'll just do it the right way. It's just a lot of complication. I didn't think making money would be so complicated, and it is. I can't believe it. But I'm glad I'm off the ACA. I play one. I wonder if Gary has kept the Billy Captain Pickup Artist. Marcy. When you're in Bus's garage, you just naturally have a great time. Me and Gary are the same person. Announcing that was your last mistake. You'll be able to sleep. Yeah, I will, Lynn. I try not to do anything now. Crypto is a different story. I don't make much money in crypto, but I have made some money in crypto. Um, and I'll be honest, I don't remember ever reporting crypto. I don't normally take it out, but like years ago, I was trading it when it was a hot commodity. What, in 21, 22? I was doing a lot of trading back and forth, and I never got anything from the outfit that I use. So I just actually forgot about it and just never reported it. So I don't know how. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that too. I don't want anybody coming after me for anything. I'm too old for that. Just learned it is now only 3 years. Used to be 7. Now it's only 3. Really? Oh. Um. Yeah. Correct, Bill Green. 3 years. Okay. Uh. So just an off. Here's an off the wall thing, real quick. What color car do you drive? Like, why did you pick the color car? Was it because that's all they had? It was just something that I thought about last week and I forgot to bring it up. Um, I drive a Mazda that's that candy apple red type. Um, it's called Soul Red, and I just really like it. And it's a 2018, and it just looks beautiful still. What color do you guys have, and why? You got a red Sonic? Okay, candy red. Yeah. Hey, Bill, why don't you send me a picture of that? You got my email. I think it's behind me here. Urban Titans. A maroon. Oh, that's right. You have the one with almost 200,000 miles. Yeah. Red because it's what they had. Okay. Light silver. Yeah. I had a silver Mazda, and then I went with the Soul Red. Blue car. That was all they had. Okay. White for safety is high visibility. That was going to be, there was a choice between the red and the white. But Mrs. Buzz hates the white cars. A silver. Okay. Gray does not show the dirt. Yeah. They came out with that. What's that, Arlene? What's that new gray that they came out with? Stormy Sea, huh? White Honda. Red F 150. Black Forerunner, blue Corvette. Oh, really? White Altima. Silver. Blue. You got a blue one. Gray. Bright red Tesla. Oh, you got a Tesla, huh? Whopping 4 degrees in Deerfield. Whoa, boy. Urban Titan. Okay, brown. Okay. Black, the prettiest one, clean. I bought a red car because they go the fastest. I have a red Mazda 5 minivan and a black Mazda Miata. Ah, how do you like that Miata? They don't make that anymore, do they? Black Nissan, red GMC pickup, and racing green MGB. I won't mention the gun gray Taurus. White RAV4. Okay. That was because if your husband died, you had four vehicles. I kept the white 1997 Ford F-250. Okay. The Jeep is red. Car is gray. I drive brown because I'm in the brown all the time. What are you, a sewer worker? uh, yeah, the black. Yeah, Sherry, that's true. Black really does look good as long as it doesn't get too dirty. And you got to keep it polished too. Plus, silver doesn't. Yeah, silver doesn't get that dirty. It doesn't seem like it, right? You really wanted a tank though, didn't care. But I remember the tank plant. The IX Center used to be. I'm going to the IX Center tomorrow. If you and Captain Billy want to see us up there, we're going to be there about 3. I'll wear my Buzz hat so you know it's me. Me, Mrs. Buzz, and my daughter and her boyfriend will be at the IX Center tomorrow. Bought a Brompton bike yesterday, burnt orange. Yeah, that counts. Miata from Super Troopers. Great Tacoma. Okay. You got the Tacoma. I told you before, look under that Tacoma. We made 45 parts for that Tacoma where I worked. So good luck with that. Silver Honda Ridgeline. Man, I've wanted a Honda Ridgeline for a long time. They were just so expensive. I just never could do it. Plus, with the family growing up, I know you can seat 4 easily, but I just shied away from it. Your Tacoma is white, looks okay. My Mustang is grabber blue. What your Mustang? Golden 2014 Dodge Durango. Color's okay. Toyota next. No, not Nardo gray. They came out with that other. Uh, I can't remember. Keep moving, love Corolla. Corolla. Yeah, Corolla. That Toyota Corollas have been around forever, and they're really good. What is the IX Center? It used to be a tank plant where they made tanks in World War II, and maybe some airplanes. And then they converted it over to like the Home and Flower Show and the boat show, and just a big old building near the Cleveland Airport. Silver is my favorite color. I own 3. Okay. Yeah, son-in-law. You're right. Oh, thank you. Oh, geez. Yeah, they got married November 22nd, I think, or whatever it was. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta get used to saying that, don't I? Thanks for bringing that up. What's going no Home and Flower Show, Jerry B. We like to go, especially like it's usually in February, and it's just nice to they put all the plants and trees and stuff out there. It's just nice to go out and just see no snow. Bronze Grand Prix was a loner. Oh, that's cool. 2011 GT. Okay. I used to. There was a. I had mentioned this before. They had the Shelby Cobras, two black Shelby Cobras convertibles that this one guy owned, and I was young, very young when I saw these, and I just fell in love with it. And I thought, man, someday I'm going to get one of those, and it never happened. But I still love it. I'd like to get a hold of one. Cadillac tank plant, yeah. Honda CB 2000 Chicago. Car show this month. Oh yeah, the car show. Yeah. Well, I don't have to go. That's for the new cars mostly, right? It's fun to go there. Usually, I used to get free tickets. People would be handing out tickets like water, Now I never get any free tickets now that I'm retired, so not worth going. And they probably still charge you for parking. I think it's like $8 to park too. Chelsea Flower Show in England. Go. Get on that plane and go. You like to go, but too much walking on the knee. But you know where I live. Condoleezza Rice will succeed Goodall as NFL commissioner. Wow, that'd be interesting. Are we taking bets on that or what? She's a big football fan. I don't know what she's been doing lately. $12 for parking at the IX Center tomorrow. Are you serious? Really, Carl? Wow, that's up a little bit. I was married on November 22nd. Here's how you remember. It's the day JFK was assassinated. That's right. When I was in sixth grade, I did a book report on JFK. Um, and the teacher was almost in tears. And he basically said, and it was a guy, and he was almost in tears because, that those people were connected more with Kennedy than me as a young child, right? Or a younger person. And I had read the book report, and I think I did a pretty good job on it. And he mentioned to me, which I did not know, that I did that book report on November 22nd. And I never even knew that. It didn't even dawn on me that it was November 22nd on that day. And I think that's what kind of struck him is here I did this book report on JFK, and it was on the day that he passed in 63. Of course, I did the report in what, 70 something. So it was still pretty fresh in his mind, evidently. 2010 Dakota 4. Ooh, you got that big truck, huh? Chili red. Ooh, happy dad. You got that big boy there, huh? Gary with 2 R's. Okay, stop by auto parts store near me. They might have free tickets. Oh yeah, yeah. I should think about that. Maybe like a couple dealers or something. Try to find some tickets, but I'm not in the market for it. I remember I was I would take my buddy Reggie. We would go after work and we'd hit the IX Center because Mrs. Buzz didn't want to go, and they had the Tacomas, so I wanted to see our parts that were on the newer Tacomas that we were making at our factory in Akron. So I would get underneath the Tacoma, and all you could see was basically my shoes. And the people would come over. They have those people walking around, and they would come over, and my friend was like, "Oh my God, hey, they're coming over here." And I'm like, "So what? Sir, you all right?" "Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just checking something." Just embarrassed the heck out of him. Been driving a 2000 Mazda B20. Oh, wow. 310,000. Wow. I don't know what a B2500 is, but that's a lot. Wow. A white Mazda CX-30. George, how you like that? Hard to find a Mazda truck that's in good shape. 12 to 13 to get in line, 15 at the door. I got 2-for-1 tickets. Carl, I got 2-for-1 tickets that cost $7.50 each, I think it was. So anyway, it's 54 minutes into this. So I'll give everybody a second just to simmer down, boys. Simmer down, girls. Let's do a Amazon gift card. 0 to 100. If you're new, 0 to 100, you pick the number. And if you're correct, you will get via email a $25 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Buzz. Has nothing to do with YouTube. And already Steve has got it. That was quick. Steve has got it. Joseph, oh, you were just a little bit late, Joseph. A little bit late. An old radio dude, you were late too. 280 zone, check me out. Check me out, but I think Steve. Yep, Steve was first. Thank you. Boy, you had a couple of them that were there. Wow. So, Steve, good job. I just put your name down so I don't forget. Well, that was cool. And like I said, I'm only doing, for those of you, I don't want to keep you here, but I'm only doing one for the time being because my YouTube income is the lowest it's been in 13 months. This month now, because I'm not doing enough videos, so I have to start doing some more videos and get that YouTube income up, and then we'll start doing a couple a week, and we'll get back to normal. But right now, it's not where it needs to be, so I got to cut back a little bit. I'm retired. I'm a retired guy, right? So. Your son has the 2000 Toyota Tacoma SR, 260,000. Wow. Theo, I used to drive a Mazda B2000 Sundowner, one of my favorites. Man, I just don't even remember those cars. Well, Mazda was owned by, I think there was a conglomeration with Ford at one time, right? And then they split off. Now I think everything's made in Hiroshima, Japan. And so, that's what it's kind of weird that, because I'm a history nut, so it's kind of weird when I look at the panel plate and it says, made in Hiroshima or Hiroshima, however you want to pronounce it. And, knowing the history of that city, it's just weird that this car was made there. Wow, Rich, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow. Very, very, very nice. That'll help us in the future. Yeah, Noreen, I already found that out that I can write off some of the gift cards. How much, I don't know, but we'll find out in a couple, in a week or so, probably, whenever he can fit me in the schedule. Once I get everything organized, I think I've got most of my tax documents, but I still have to do some things. I think I have to set up some IRAs, and I have to set up a SEP IRA to shield some of that income from the ACA. So basically, long story short, I have to open up like 3 different accounts, because I think if I open a IRA, spousal IRA, I can only contribute, I think it's 70. I read different things, 7,500 or $8,000. So I need to shield 18,000. So you guys out there, tell me how I'm going to do that. 2 weeks retired. Are you planning any trips or travel? Jim, we're open to anything, but nothing planned. Ball cap sales, so get you. Yeah, I've got to work on that too. I'm really focused on this bathroom and trying to get this done before spring, and just run into different problems here and there. So just picked up more insulation. I'm pretty much drywall time here. So and then it should go pretty fast. Just Mike's take. I might be retiring earlier than planned with federal resignation letter I got being a federal employee. Not sure I'm going to do it, but it's enticing. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I read a couple people that said if they retire now, they lose X amount in pension, the government pension. So they don't want to do that. They don't want to retire. They want to go do their 1 or 2 more years. But for the younger people who can get into private business, if there's a job for them in private business, why not take the 8 month or 7 month buyout with full medical? Um, I think I would if I could, get another job. Um, you think the contest over people jump ship? No, I didn't say that. I just know that some are here to try to get that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Marianne Senna is still playing. Yeah. So just Mike's take. What do you think of that? How? Yeah. Consider it carefully. It's right. But how do you think about that? Like, what are your friends and acquaintances there at your place? How are they thinking about it without getting into politics and all that crap? I mean, it is what it is. So how's that going over with people? What's your favorite recipe in the cookbook over your right shoulder? Investing with Dana. How are you? My right shoulder. Where's my right shoulder? This is my right shoulder. So that would be that book right there. You know what? Um, this is a rather. Let me see. This is a charbroil grill. You know what? I haven't really looked through it. Um, easy marinated flank steak. I don't think I've ever bought a flank steak. Maybe I should. Um, I haven't really gone through this one. When did I get this? It was probably a gift. No, you know what? I might have bought this at one of those little uh, half price bookstores. I don't remember. I'm trying to look at the date to see what the copyright date. How old is this book? Oh, we do have some. So Mrs. Buzz wrote down plank salmon with spice rub. She's got an A+ on there, so she must be using this book more than I do. And that's what she'll do. Is she'll write down, and you guys probably do too. Um, Write down the you make something and then you grade it. I don't know how many people do that. Um, but yeah, she's already made mention of something that she likes there. I don't want to knock any of this. See, that's what I was afraid of. At least we saved this. That's the no fishing. And this is a tiger eye rock, so it didn't break. That sits up in here. Now, don't ask me to grab that book again. Get everything in writing. That's right. Most everyone I work with are not accepting. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe promotional opportunities for those that stay on with the government. Oh, really? Okay. What are the dimensions of the room you're in? I don't know. It's not that big. I really don't know. I'll have to measure it and I can let you know. What is going on with this thing? It doesn't want to sit there. You see what you did now? It's like we're having an earthquake here. What's this one here? Here's my another sea glass book with an HSA from last year. With your high deductible, I think you could put away 8. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are with HSAs though. I'm not sure. You bought a lot of books that you don't read. Yeah, that's me. Um, think about a SEP IRA and yeah, SEP IRA, but I need to do it for 2024. So with a SEP IRA, from what I understand, you can only contribute. In my case, it would be like less than $2,000. I think I have to double check that. And the problem is, and this is what I was going to do a video about. I get different answers about everything. If you go on and Google it and you talk to this person and you talk to this person and then you go on chat and then you go on Grok and you check all these AI things, they all tell you a different story. And you have to have this right. So then I wanted to get a solo 401k, and none of my banks around here do that. E-Trade will do it, but I don't know how to fill out the form. It's just, and then there's a guy that wants to do a solo 401k for me, and he wants $500, just like the CPA. He wants $500 to open it up, and I just didn't want to do that. So I'm kind of locked in on a couple different things. I don't know what to do. It's a good problem to have, though, right? It's a good problem to have. Steak doesn't sound budget friendly. No, it doesn't. I keep every time I go to Sam's Club or Costco, I'm always looking at the steak, and I tell you what, prices they're getting into that, $10, $12, $13 a pound, and it's just wow, just amazing. Even for regular cuts. With Medicare, I don't think he can do an HSA. Right, Lynn? That's what it was. I think something with Medicare, you can't do the HSA or you can't contribute anymore. Maybe in 2024, I could have done that, right? Right. A high yield savings account. Hey, Bama. Hey, it's nice of you to be here. IRA and Roth Fidelity. Yeah, I can do an IRA. I opened one on E-Trade, but I want to open a spousal one too. And so we got to get that done. Hey, Rich, need high deductible plan for HSA. Uh, Go to Fidelity office and they can help you, no fee. Yeah, I'll have to look around for one because I have E-Trade and Fidelity. I have to see, but I got to do it pretty quick because I have till April 15th, or if I do an extension, I think I have till September. But I'm doing it for 2024, so it's just a lot of stuff I don't feel like doing, but I know I got to do it. Grass-fed beef from a local butcher. I'm going to be looking around for that this year. A lot of people have told me since I got a freezer, just go ahead and get a half a cow or quarter cow or whatever. And my Mrs. Buzz is not a big beef eater, so she's not real crazy about it. But cost wise and health wise, if you get grass fed and you get from the local farmer, it might be a better deal all the way around. Does anybody here recommend a particular high yield savings account? I had one that was doing pretty good. It was an internet one, but they keep every time there's a cut. I think it's down to a little over 3% right now. Bama is Belgium for grandma. I didn't know that. Oh, imagine that. I opened a spousal with Vanguard. Very easy to do. Okay. Kiss greatest fan. Okay. Thank you for that. Bonner Farm Beef. Is that around here, Carl? Have accounts with both Marcus and Allie. Yeah, that internet stuff. And that's internet, right? That's not local banks. Um, and they're all. I think most of those banks are all FDIC insured, so you're not going to lose your money. But with all the banks that have gone out of business, I get a little worried. Ask the experts if you can open an HSA for 24. Okay, Thea, I'll do that. But nobody's ever talked about that before when I've talked to people about it. But maybe I wasn't asking the right question or posing the right scenario. E-Trade's a second tier player. First is Schwab, Fidelity, and Vanguard. Okay, Eric. Um, only get a quarter, split a half with someone else. It'll take you too long to eat. Okay, so a quarter. All right. Schwab is really good. I love Bank. Okay. Yes, internet insured. Yeah, most of them are insured. Not a savings account, but instead of CDs, we have money in SPYI. Um, yeah, I don't know about the 12%. I'm not disputing. Oh, SPY income. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of another one. I'm going to do a video on where, matter of fact, in the next day or two, on where my every 3 months I kind of lay out everything that where I have my money at. And I'll do that again. Oh, Garrettsville. Okay. I'll do that again in the next couple of days. But I'll tell you what, two things that I really like is my bank, Third Federal Savings, TFSL. Um, they just published their earnings and that stock just shot up like crazy. And it's an income dividend of I think 8 to 9% or somewhere in there. And I've had that for a while. And also ET, Energy Transfer. I just keep putting more money into that, and it just keeps going up. And it's got a nice dividend as well. So those are my two favorites right now. You have until April 15th to fund, right? Unless you move it out and delay it till September, I think, but I'm not sure. That's where I have to figure all these things out. Mark Kohler, yeah, I've watched a couple of Mark's videos. Yes, I have watched his stuff. And there's another guy too, but I've just gotten some different type of feedback from people. And all, yeah, well, we should get out of here. Usually about 1:15. Charles Schwab has a high yield savings account. Yeah, some of them where you just put that money in there, you don't put it into stocks or anything. They're whatever they call that flush account. Some of them were paying like 4%, 4.5%. I don't know what they are now. EPD has a 7%. I haven't heard of EPD. I'll have to look that one up. You're both maxing out your IRAs, but they're guaranteed at 3%. Should we be going with more risk? Boy, when you see my video, I'm way too high on risk. Let me tell you something. Way too high. I need to back off. Where is this? I just wanted to look up something. What did you say that was? EDP? Let me go back. Oh, EPD. Okay. EPD. Oh, thank you, Katie. I just saw that. I use stock events. Um, they charge me once a year, but I haven't seen them charge me. Maybe it's about due. EPD. Enterprise Product Partners. I actually have that bookmarked. um, this, if it's EPD, this says it's 6.5%, 6.55%, like you said, close to 7 dividend yield. And they have this listed. Oh, that's right. Dividends have actually gone up. Their financials are profit margin is 11.12, analyst rating 3580, and they're at 3265. 50% buy, 50% hold. And they actually compare it against Energy Transfer. And EPD is right up there. So, yeah, that's a nice one. Library's open late. I know that's because I ate already. So, Duma meets in Akron Port. Yeah, I've heard of Duma, Mogador, and Hartville. Yeah. I've heard of them, and I have looked at that when I was out in working out in Akron, but I just never went and checked it out. Ooh. Yeah, it's an energy stock, right, Scott? Enron was, yeah, Enron. That's right. Uh, that's the thing. When do you cut it off? Because I got one guy, a friend of mine, who's just absolutely against anything in the stock market. Now he's a I wouldn't say he's a multimillionaire, but he's probably close. And he doesn't put anything in the stock market that he knows of. I don't know if his wife's doing it, but he's totally against it. And okay, so you're getting 3, 4, 5% returns, great. But if you're in the market and you hit the right things, you're doubling your money in a year in some cases. Or there's stocks out there that in 2 years they've doubled and some have tripled. So when do you get in? When do you get out? That's always the $1 million question, so to speak. Do I want Philadelphia or the Kansas City Cheaters to win? Neither. I don't really care. Um, I hate to say it, but I really wanted Buffalo to be in and Detroit. Those were two teams I really wanted to see in there, and I would have had a that would have been a great show. Um, both of them got next see you next year letters, and and that's a shame. After hours Buzz Cafe. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with the Eagles. I hope they if it's Kansas City against Philadelphia, I'll take Philadelphia. Um, the things I've seen with Kansas City, and I'm just not a Taylor Swift fan, and to single her out every time is just that's just BS. But that's just the way it is. No big deal. Not really a big deal. Yeah, Buffalo got robbed. Yeah, it's just it's a shame. Swifties are obnoxious. Yeah, I don't. I'd rather not see that, but I know why they do it. I mean, it's entertainment. Just like Buzz, he's just entertainment. There's a Super Bowl. No, Browns aren't going to be in the Super Bowl for a very long time. I don't know. And probably not in my lifetime. It's just not going to happen. I have to be negative about it. So, you keep your expectations low, right? Very low when it comes to the Browns, and then anything they do is an improvement. Mrs. Buzz went to bed. She probably did. Actually, we were supposed to do our 30-minute exercise. We do this walk across America. It's in 30-minute shows of, easy aerobics. And we've been doing it every day. Um, and it's good. And I told her I wouldn't have time today, so she might be doing it by herself. And it's from every state. So we just got done with, actually, we just got done with Oregon, I think. Just finished that one up. Yeah, Taylor's had a long run. Travis Swift. I've always thought the Cleveland team being farm teams yeah, they seem like it, aren't they? Aim low and you're never disappointed. That's right. Browns need to recruit Tom Brady. Yeah, I lived through the Bengals of the 90s. Hey, the Bengals aren't that great either. As these teams, they get these good players and then they age and they make wrong moves or they just moves that don't pan out. Um, They sound good at the time, and then you can just sink a team. But look at Washington. Washington had that terrible ownership for years and years, and so did Detroit. They always picked these great guys that just you couldn't build around them, and they couldn't do anything. Detroit couldn't do anything, and Washington couldn't do anything, and then they got new owners and new coaches, and finally they're coming around. Browns, yeah, we had Belichick, and we also had the Alabama coach. who's doing nothing but commercials now, Nick Saban. We had the Pittsburgh coach, Bill Cowher. He was our special teams guy. Bill Cowher was special teams. Belichick was head coach. Nick Saban was defensive coordinator, I think. We had top talent. And then, of course, Modell moved the team, which, that screwed up everything. And in the curse of Modell, it's stuck with us. So that's the way it goes. Can we go back to talking about taxes? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had David Justice. That's right. All right. Anyway, it's already an hour and 20 minutes. And we should probably get going, but not until we do one more for the hanger honors. 0 to 100 for the hanger honors. The ones that are still here. 0 to 100 for the ones that are still here, hanging with the buzz. Let's see if we can get one more. What number did I write? No. There we go. Just Mike's take. Look at that. 54. I think you're the only one there. Just Mike's take. 54. So we got Steve and Just Mike's take. I don't know. 280 Zone, you still here? You want to check it out? Now you have to, Just Mike's take, email me at buzzretirementgarage@gmail.com. buzzretirementgarage@gmail.com. Or you can see that phone number behind that's my Google number, 216-714-2301. Just send me your email and I will get that off to you. It looks like, Linnell got it first. Okay, let's go back up. I'm glad 280 Zone's checking it out. I see Just Mike's take. 54. I don't see it, 280 Zone. Where was it? Because I've got 64, 51, 25, 65, 7, 11, 25, 66, 13, 67, 77, 67, 16, 62, 72, 15, 79, 22, 52. And Just Mike's take right there at 54. Linnell. Buzz After Hours. Oh, no, that was the first round. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. No, I'm glad you're checking me out. 280 Zone's got 2 drinks in them. No, I appreciate that. All right. That's good, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody's straight. Just Mike's take. Okay. Okay, so I want to thank Rich, if you're still hanging around, for donating to the cause, as they would say. And we'll get those 2 gift cards out to you, Steve, and Just Mike's take. Send me your emails. Steve, I might have yours, but always, always, always don't assume. Send me another email. You may have changed your email, whatever. So always, even if we've corresponded in the past about different things, make sure you still send it. Hey, Roxy. So we'll see you guys again next week. And yeah, Steve, I'll send you a W-2. They're coming hot off the printer right now. So we'll see you guys next week, next Saturday at 7, God willing. Let's hope we can all make it to next week. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of jail, Captain Billy. And Katie and the rest of you, have a nice birthday. And we will see you next week. Porch lights still on. Actually, the Christmas lights are still on. I should show you. See all you guys. Yeah, I'll get some videos out this week. I got a couple in mind already. All right, take care. I'm going to turn this off and go get some more chicken. All right, stay out of trouble, you guys.